Sound check. Sound check. Let's see. Go here. All right. So I'm getting sound. Turn this up. Testing 1, 2, 3. Okay, I got sound coming through on the board. Testing 1, 2, 3. Nothing in here. How come? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's why. Why isn't it selected? Output. How the hell do you do that? Oh, I didn't plug it in. Duh. Oh. Now 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Still not hearing anything. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Choose this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm not hearing anything in my headset, in my phones. 1, 2, 3. Now I'm getting a little bit. 1, 2, 3, but it doesn't. Sounds a little weird. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Let's take this off. Or first of all, let's go to. Now let's try it. Same result. All right. All right, I'm taking that off. And I'm going to try this. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Still not getting anything in here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Boy, it's really coming through on the input. I got a lot of input. Okay, maybe I should dial that down. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Probably soaring out the meter. All right, what's going on? output, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, not getting too much on the board. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I want to maximize the output. That's looking a little bit better. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I think I'm going to have to leave it up to people to tell me if I'm getting a lot of distortion. All right, so and here. Okay. So I see that there are 2 or 3 people who are watching. And if you care to make a comment, let me know how this sounds. I'm really interested in what the sound quality is, and it's like the sound of the, I'm going to take this off, the sound of the, or the quality of the microphone. Oh, there's a delay. So I should not watch myself that much, or I'll just get confused. Yeah, let me know what the quality of the sound is, because I've been kind of going back and forth between the 2 microphones I have. And I kind of think I need something a little more sensitive. But if it sounds good to you guys, then that's what I'm gonna, that advice means a lot. So, all right. Got 4 minutes until the start. So maybe I'll warm up with something, huh? Continuing the sound check here. A little bit of Whistling Rufus. part where you should whistle if you're able to whistle, unlike me. So that's a version of Whistling Rufus that I got from Billy Matthews, who's a friend from northwestern Arkansas. And Billy played with Clark Bueling. I'm blanking out. Clark Bueling, I think that's his name. Right, with the Skirt Lifters. Billy played, I think, a lot of guitar with him. And I met him at Battleground in 2007 when he was Banjo Billy Matthews. And I haven't seen him play too much banjo. But anyhow, so I really like that version of Whistling Rufus, and I'll probably revisit that one in maybe a few weeks when I have a program that I'd like to do with rags and cakewalks. So it is 12:01, and hi Pat, hi Charlie, how's it sound? So I'm going to start off with another Billy Matthews tune. This is an original by him. This is the Kenner Creek Rag. And if you listen to the way Billy plays it and then listen to the way I play it, they'll sound like the same tune, but they'll sound pretty different too. I've really made this my own kind of thing, but I have a lot of fun with it. So key of G. Creek rag. I'm hearing a little bit of bone noise. So I'm gonna rosin up. Lonesome Pine rosin. You've seen it on Facebook. You've seen it on, it's advertised on eBay. It's the one sold by Tad Marks. He is not paying me for this endorsement. So anyhow, the next tune I've got is an original. And I take you back to New Year's Day of 2017. 11/17, and I'm sitting in my chair at home right around noon or so, and I fell asleep, and remember falling into a dream, and I actually heard this tune being played. I don't know by who. Me? I don't know, but I heard this tune being played by somebody. And so when I woke up, I had to go write it down. Now I heard two parts at least, but when I woke up, I think I could only remember the first part. So I wrote that down, and then I came up with the second part. And this is a tune that it's called the Wren on the Bow Stick, and I'll tell you why. Let me just go grab something real quick around the corner. So we were at an art exhibition in Albuquerque here, and my wife saw this painting, and she thought, well, she bought it for me. She knew I'd like it. I'm a birder and fiddle player, so what could be more perfect? And plus, I have this lifelong fascination with a little bird called the canyon wren. And that's a bit of a story, but back in 83 and 84, I would be sitting up on a desert ridge northeast of Phoenix, Arizona, and watching a nest of bald eagles for the Forest Service. And then down in the canyon on either side of me, I would often hear the canyon wren. So I called this tune the Wren on the Bow Stick, which is just what the painting shows. And I haven't played this tune for too many people because I just can't figure out if it's old time or if it's something else. So I don't know what it is, but it's in D. like I said, I have this relationship with the Canyon Wren. And when you are out where they are, and we have them here in New Mexico around the Albuquerque area too, they have this really sweet descending call, which I've tried to imitate. And at the very end of that downward glissando, they have this little kind of insect-like buzzing trill, which wouldn't sound too musical, so I left that out. So the next tune is we're going to calico tuning for Lost Indian. And I actually learned this tune from Brad Leftwich back, I think it was in the 90s sometime, or maybe it was the early 2000s. And I contacted him not too long ago because I wanted to know where he got the tune. So the two most common forms of the Lost versions of Lost Indian are either from Eck Robertson or Ed Haley, and I listened to both. And Brad couldn't actually remember which one he might have taught. I guess he probably knows both of them. And so I did my own homework, and I think this sounds a lot more like Eck Robertson's to me. And you can sing along with this on the vocals. Just follow my lead. It's easy. Lost Indian. Right. So now, where did my tune list go? I'm flying solo without a tune list. So the next one is a tune from Calvin Volrath, who's a real good, great Canadian fiddler, tune writer. And I learned this some time ago, and it's called Chirps and Williams. And I guess one of the reasons I learned it was because of my friendship with Chirps Smith. And I heard who Williams was, but I can't remember who that is. So maybe somebody type that in, fill me in on that. But it's a really good tune. So I play it mainly in C, and I like how it sounds in C, but Kelvin, I think, wrote it in F. So I'm going to try to modulate into F at the end for the last time through. Some kind of a funny story on that too is that what I was getting at with the key that I set it in, or that I play it in. I'm not sure who actually started playing it in C. I don't think I originated that. But there's a tune, and I'm not sure I can remember the name of it. Is there a tune called the 28th of January or something? It's a tune that Chirps does. And hi, Lee. Good to see you. It's a tune that Chirps does. And I was at a jam locally here one time, and we were going to play that tune, and we were trying to figure out what key it's in. And I thought I had always heard it in F when I heard Chirps play it, and then somebody decided it's actually in, I think it was either D or G. So I said, well, I'm going to ask him about that. So I sent Chirps an email and said, well, how and I had even looked up the original recording, which was in either D or G. So I asked Chirps, how did it get in F? And he said, I did it. So I guess he's got that impact. And I just thought that got kind of, I thought that was funny. So that's how the tune Chirps and Williams might have got set in C, but I like in either key. So the next one is Garfield's Blackberry Blossom. And I learned this from Roger Cooper when he was at Bluff Country probably about 5 or 6 years ago. And it was really neat talking to him and having him relate some personal stories about Buddy Thomas. And when I heard Roger play this tune, I knew right away that I had to learn it. So it's kind of neat the way he did it. My original notes had the key in G modal, and I'm not sure that that's right. It might actually be G minor, and my music theory ain't as strong as other people's. So maybe somebody can correct me, but to me, it sounds more like G minor. interesting thing about that tune is how frequently that C on the A string, that C goes from C flat to C natural. Almost every other time you play it, it's C flat, C natural. It just bounces back and forth. But what a great tune. The next tune, maybe a few years ago, I would have said this is my hardest tune. Now, not so much. The Kennedy Rag, though, did actually take me about 2 years, I figured, to learn it. Now, there are a lot of tunes, your basic kind of festival, old-time tunes that I can pick up and pretty much learn as a new tune in maybe 10 or 15 minutes. But this one took me pert near 2 years. And that's because it's crooked. Kennedy Rag was originated, I guess, by Charlie Stripling in Alabama, Kennedy, Alabama, I believe. Kennedy is on the is in the western tier of counties in Alabama, near, what is that, the Mississippi border? And what I did over that 2 years was, first of all, listen to it endlessly, and then just kind of learn how to sing it. And so that's how I approached it. So this is the Kennedy Rag from Charlie Stripling. Kennedy Rag. The next tune I've got, where did I put it? Here. Comes from FIDDLE, and I'm going to be upfront with you. I don't read dots well. But I saw this tune called Collins Breakdown right here. This is from W.S. Collins from Pottawatomie County, Oklahoma. And most fiddlers, old-time musicians, have probably heard of Max and Earl Collins. And I think there's a relationship there. I don't know if he's their dad. Willie Collins, I think, was his name. So I saw this tune and I thought, well, doggone it, I've got this book. I'm going to learn a tune from dots. And I just stuck with it. There are tunes in that book that I just can't make sense out of. And maybe other people could write a tune a little bit more clearly than Marion Thede did. But this one, I thought the way she did it was clear enough to me. So this is called Collins Breakdown in D. And what I try to do with the bowing is I looked at how it's written out, and it looks to me like Willie would have done some pulsing of the bow. So I tried to do that. So that's Collins Breakdown. And it's my guess that when he played it pretty fast. Well, I mean, that's what I think a breakdown is. Maybe that's the difference between a breakdown and, say, a reel or a hoedown. Maybe a breakdown is just kind of played at breakneck speed. Because when you get to the second part and you have, there's kind of a sparsity of notes there, which I also noticed in Bob Holt's playing, because not too many people played as fast as him. And so to play fast, you got to pare down the notes. Anyhow, so that is Collins Breakdown. The next one is Last of Callahan, and this comes from Frank West, who is also from Oklahoma, and I think the tune is also in Marion Thede's. And I didn't learn it from dots. I learned it from Paul Kirk, wonderful fiddler from Ohio, if you haven't met him. And I feel like I have met him because I've had some interaction with him and seen a number of his sessions on Facebook. And he actually taught this tune probably back in June. So this is Last of Callahan from Frank West. Oh, I got to tune up. So the G is run up to an A, so the tuning is A, D, A, E. Okay, there it is. the standard tuning. The next one is one that I got from playing of Howard Raines, Tricia Spencer, and they've been championing both Texas and Kansas fiddling. And this is Mississippi Snag Boat in D. It comes from Bert Payne, and I have a birth date for him of 1873. And so I think it's pretty cool that I know a tune that has that kind of longevity, pedigree. 1873. I don't have a final date for him, so he may still be around. I don't know if he's fiddling, but Bert still might be around. So if anybody knows or sees him, let me know. Mississippi Snag Boat from Bert Payne. So now down to the last fiddle related tune. And I'm kind of thinking of continuing these live streams maybe on a every other week basis, just to kind of have somebody to play for, and maybe have people playing with me even if I can't hear you. It's just kind of nice, and I can kind of get my tunes out there. And I've kind of outlined what I'd like to do for some of these future programs. And one of the themes that kind of emerged was paying homage to a lot of my major influences. So you'll hear tunes from people like Bob Holt and CHIRPS Smith and people like that. And one of them is Charlie Walden. And I got to tell you, folks, that if it hadn't been for the live stream sessions that Charlie and Pat Plunkett do several times a week, This lockdown would have been a lot more distasteful to me than it has been. Not that I'm not anxious to get back into real life. God, I sure am. But he has sure made it a lot nicer to just to have somebody to play with, and you really feel it when you're playing with them that you're playing with them. You're in a jam session, so I might do a program of. I've learned a bunch of tunes that I can attribute to Charlie. This is one of them. This is, and I don't have a lot to say about it. These last two programs I've done have kind of combined half tunes that I've learned during the lockdown with half of tunes that I've known for a while, and I just need to get under my fingers again. So this tune is one that I learned from Charlie called WALTZ Ramona. Charlie plays a lot of Canadian tunes, and so this one is a composition by Brian. Now it says Herbert, but that would be the English way of saying it. And if you were French, you would probably say a bear. So take your pick. Waltz Ramona in G. Waltz Ramona. That concludes the fiddle portion of the program. I have one more song that, and I mean song, that's one of my pet peeves is people that don't know the difference between a song and a tune. Don't you know that songs have words and tunes are just notes? So one of my big COVID projects has been involved with the blues. So my birthday is in September, and a month before my birthday, I gifted myself with a guitar, this one. Put the screen down a little bit. So you might think, why a metal or steel guitar? Well, several reasons maybe. One, they look pretty cool. They sound pretty cool. The other thing is that the people who, musicians who I've seen playing these songs are just using their fingernails, and I have not been blessed with good fingernails. So, because I keep tearing them, and I've tried everything, and that guitar behind me, that Martin, which doesn't have a pick guard, if I use metal finger picks like I've started using, it'll never last. So I have, I thought this would be the solution. So let me get my accoutrement on here. I'll do one song to end the program. And I've thought about maybe doing one program in the future where I just dedicate myself to more of these songs. And I've been studying a lot of Robert Johnson repertoire. So I've learned probably maybe almost a half dozen of his songs. And this is one of them. This is Come On in My Kitchen. And this guitar, I don't know how loud it is. I think it's probably louder than my flat top, but I'm just gonna, I don't have a pickup on it, so I'm gonna just drop the mic. So it might compromise my voice. I don't know. We'll see how this works. they coming. Here come they so. You can't listen with them, man. They try on so. You better come on. Like it's gonna be outdoors. So that's a sampling. I didn't know how to do any of that before July. I've been watching home concerts performed by the great blues musician, guitarist Rory Block. And I've gotten a lot of not only inspiration, but tips from her and how to do this or that. You might have noticed I goofed up on one of the verses, and I said, when I said that I stole the last nickel out of her nation sack or something like that. The way I said it, I had to correct it because women wore nation sacks. And what a nation sack is, to the best of my knowledge, is it's a bag that has magical symbols or ingredients that would be worn inside a dress or skirt. So I don't think it was visible to the public. And so I guess that's about as much as I know about it. But so anyhow, thank you for listening, and thank you for commenting, and see you again, I hope, in about 2 weeks. And I might have a program then of rags and cakewalks. So until then, stay safe.